Darryl. Hi, Janine. Thanks
Hello.
so much for meeting with me. It's always been my pleasure helping you guys out, and so I appreciate the time you're taking to meet with me today. So, Janine, I've been helping you for quite a few years.
Yes.
And what have you liked about your plan that we've been helping you with?
I like it all. It takes care of most of. I haven't found any problems with it, except I got a bill that I didn't expect.
So
I don't understand it.
Okay, so with this bill, did you show them your Medicaid card?
No, I wasn't aware that I had to show them my Medicaid card. They said red, white, and blue card and my United Health card, and that's what I gave them. But
so a lot of doctors assume most people don't have Medicaid. So when you go, what I always recommend to my clients, and I apologize if I've never shared this with you before, it's always important to show them your United Healthcare card and your Medicaid card.
Okay.
So many doctors are right now doing the switch over. They're either being like joining a community network or a St. Vincent's network. They're just changing their computer systems. And when you come in, they'll be like, hey, do you still have your United Healthcare? And you'll be like, yeah. They didn't, for some reason, pull in your Medicaid. So all of a sudden you start receiving bills. I've helped more folks because they didn't show it. And this will be a simple phone call, and I'll take care of it for you. All I have to do is call your doctor's office and say, we forgot to give you the Medicaid card. Here's our Medicaid number. And they'll bill it through Medicaid, and then they'll be sending you a bill back. It's always important if you get any bills like this, call me.
All right.
Because I'm always here to help, and I'm always here. I can make that call. It takes me 2 seconds to call. I know exactly what to tell them. And we'll get the billing taken care of, and then they'll send you a zero bill. You never just want to ignore it thinking, oh, I don't know anything. Medicaid pays for it. Because then you start getting collection notices.
Right.
And if they send it to a collection agency, it is so hard to try to get Medicaid to come in then, because it's no longer at the doctor's office billing. Now it's within the collection, and they don't care where they're getting their money, and they don't have the ability to bill Medicaid like the doctors do. So it's just important, show both cards. Okay. If you don't have both cards, go down to your local Medicaid office, get a printout of what you have. It would have your number on it, and that's all they need for the billing.
Okay.
But everything else working pretty good?
Is pretty good.
Now you're just coming to be 65.
Yes.
And I know we've talked a lot about you're getting all this information in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, oh, but I have Medicare. What is all of this? With having Medicare and Medicaid, a supplement doesn't make a lot of sense for you because we already have the benefits built in with the Medicaid. So for you to pay $100+ some premium for what Medicaid's already doing for you serves no justification for you. I would not recommend it at all, unless you would lose your Medicaid.
Your opinion, so...
Well, thank you.
I would always call you and find out first.
Well, good.
I keep getting all this mail about, you're turning 65, you need to call me. And it's like, my phone's running off of the hook, and mail out the wazoo. And it's like, oh, I'm over it.
Well, you know to call me.
Yes.
I'm always here and I'll answer it. I'm just down the road. But I'm glad the plan's performing well for you and allows you to go see your doctors and everything.
Right.
Fantastic. Darryl, what do you like about the plans that I've helped you with in the past?
Well, I like that I can keep the pharmacy that I started out with a long time ago.
Because your recent plan, or the plan that you had before I started helping you, told you couldn't use that pharmacy anymore, correct?
Yeah, and I've been with the Dr. Received Pharmacy about 20 years.
And now all of a sudden, a plan tells you can't have this anymore, and your world kind of turns upside down because you trust the pharmacies. I think you were telling me they recognize your voice when you call. You don't even have to say who you are.
Right.
And that's an important factor. And these plans help with that.
Right.
And it also helps give you a bigger network of doctors, gives you a bigger pharmacy network, gives you a bigger doctor network. You're no longer having to sit in a free clinic. Right. Now you can make an appointment, get in and get out versus an all-day affair. Now I know you're getting a new chair, right?
Right.
And that the insurance is helping with that as well. Right. And new batteries and everything, which is just a bonus. Again, a lot of times Medicare and Medicaid pay all your doctor's bills, and you're wondering, why do I need this plan? It's paying 100% of everything until you need a new chair, until you need dental work, until you need vision, the things that aren't covered in any of that. And that's where these dual needs plans come in and help offset those costs and give you benefits that you don't have to take straight out of your pocket, which is already being stretched by every means.
Yeah. You already give good information just by telling us, call Medicare.
Yep.
Or Medicaid.
Yep, call Medicaid. Medicaid being a federal Medicaid being a state office, I don't have access to know what levels you're at, what benefits you should be receiving, being able to order you a new card. Medicare's a little different. We can get into your Medicare. We can, Medicare has a website we can get into for you and pull everything up and see exactly what you have. The state's a little different. So, where I'd love to help you, if I can't, I hope I can provide you with the information to make it a little easier so you can find out. Again, a lot of people don't understand. And like you're saying, a lot of people would just pay this bill. You were going to pay them half this bill. Yeah.
I pay one yesterday. Another one, so yeah.
Yeah, so I would recommend really getting a hold of the state, seeing what level you're at. We know they're paying your Part B. Some people, they pay just the Part B, which is great because that's $100 and some odd a month that they're covering for you. Janine, we know they're covering you fully, your Part B, plus your co-insurance that the plans have. So it's just there's different levels. Everyone's incomes fall a little different. But in the past, have you ever had to pay your co-pays and stuff?
Yeah.
So what we might want to do is really look at what level you're at, because if you haven't been giving a card and they should be covering that, you could be due some money. At least not have to shell any more out.
Yeah. I'll do it immediately. You always give good information that we don't know where of.
Yeah.
Well, good.
And I pass it on to people that I find are having problems with their insurance, and I'll say, I'll call Erin and have her get in touch with you.
Yep.
Or I'll give them the number and tell them to get in touch with you, and I'll come over when she comes out so you don't feel like there's a stranger there.
Right, and you always do,
yep.
and they always call, because I can't just randomly give someone a call and say, hey, Janine told me to call you.
Right.
But if they call me, I'm always here, and I'm going to visit Eugene and Karen tomorrow and try to help Eugene get his LIS, which is the extra help through Medicare, and then LIS is going to send that information to Medicaid and hopefully get him on the state Medicaid as well. So, I always appreciate you're always looking out for the best interest of your friends and your neighbors.
Right.
And then you're always helping me out as well. So I always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for your time.
I like the fact that you're always there when I call, too.
Well, I'm always here. If I don't get the call, I'm generally probably in an appointment.
But you always return my calls.
Well, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today.
Thank you.